And we're back and spinning. Welcome for part 2 of Stories, The Path of Destiny, which I got properly subtitled this time on the title. Last time we had found out the rabbit was a traitor, and the book makes us go back in time, and didn't help the kid for some reason because he's not the main character. And now we're trying to find super weapons. Alright, let's get going. I am MC here today from Hate the Player. Welcome. Alright. Ooh, treasure chest. Yeah. Ooh.
Wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
Well, nothing until I get one more water elemental. That's a one-way. Is it a one-way to Goody or not? I've seen a teleporter. Ooh, what's this? Yeah. Ah. Yeah. I need 9 more of the wind to make the void sword. Hold off on back on this stuff. That's definitely a one-way trip.
Don't look down, he thought.
Whee! Whee! Alright. You have chosen... Yeah! I need to find a... Now I get the water sword. I have to find a place to build it, though. Geronimo! Splat. Oh god, venture over. And there go my knees. That angle is just kind of all wrong for that kind of jump. Cheers. Yeah. Or...
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Ew, ruptured.
This
What kind of...
contained a vorpal sword. I'm just kidding. Vorpal swords don't exist.
Well, yet, because you literally have it as an option to craft. Can't really say they don't exist, you really have an option to make one. And also, once I have a vorpal sword, what will be the context of that response there? Okay. There. Yeah!
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before?
Fuck if I
I no
know.
longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
I haven't seen any... Also, some of your friends are rabbits, supposedly, until they shoot you in the back. Pokey. Stab. Yeah! What's that? Nope. Okay. You, come here. Stop moving. Nope. Nope. Ah! Yeah, I need some health, bad. Definitely not very friendly with the health, that's for sure. More defense would be nice, too. Already? I literally just got here.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature.
Icosahedron! Ico!
Began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war.
Well, but he knew knows the rabbit was a bad one.
Wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better.
Yeah, I mean, I already knew the rabbit's going to shoot me in the back.
Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle.
Yeah.
But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, you could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Yeah, I'm smart. I want to go find beans in this world and have him fucking do it. Make someone else work.
Why had the parts of the Skyripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Skyripper would reappear to be his destruction.
Okay.
He'd once met a pirate captain who used hooks to get around his ship. Oh, what was his name again?
Dread Pirate Roberts? Okay, I... Ah, I got him in half. Blah! Beady, 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 beady. Blah. Whee! Yeah.
Was making himself dizzy. Fun.
Finally, Jesus, thank you. Health. Okay. Nice to get all these materials, but I need a station to craft it. There should at least be a station. Yeah, great, I got plenty. Now give me a damn station. Give me. Chusorfu. What's that on? That could be used, so I'll do that next. Yeah, I can only dodge so many different action games. And the problem is that I can only like counter block so many different. Also, I was supposed to have like a
weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant, but his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the Emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun.
All of which I have exactly no idea what that means.
Stop that, Toad, no matter what the risk.
That'd be more impressive if I knew what the hell any of that was. Oh, okay. Was there supposed to be something here? Okay. Whee! Beady 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 beady. No rails is a big problem.
This was a roundabout way of getting there.
Whee! Kind of been a roundabout way of everything so far.
Renato's path was clear. Let the scientists ensure the Skyripper was safe to use, bring it to the rebel base, and then assault the Imperial fleet for the win.
Oh, finally, Jesus. Yes. Water sword. Yeah, knock open water doors. It's 70, so anything after 7, not after 70. A third won't win. Also allows to heal oneself. That is a. But once I get more ore, that's useful. Treasure hunter. Like health on kill would be nice too. Alright. Now we can open ice. Great. Great.
Oh, really ought to put a railing on this thing, he thought.
That was a problem. Oh, technically I do have a railing, it's just a really bad railing. Beady 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 beady. Ow! Beady 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 beady. Meow. The hell are you?
Some people were just liable to explode
Oh boy.
if you upset them.
Yeah. Have fun over there. Bye. Yeah. I am so good. When the game actually wants to cooperate. Alright, where are all those damn ice doors I used to fight all the time?
This chest smelled kind of funky. He hoped he didn't get it in his clothes.
Boop, 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 boop. And now you have like 3 or 4 workstations within a row. I mean, come on, prioritize. Prioritize. Or maybe not.
Renato was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Skyripper together right. But one Toad was worried.
Yeah, the Skyripper could carve a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If the Skyripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Sounds like a bad.
The Toad sighed.
Irving still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried Toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But
Did?
maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
Well, might as well find out. I mean, choices are pretty simple. Go to the Toad and find out.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families.
That's
Calaveras
not...
would fix the Skyripper for him. And then
It's drifting back
he
for
would win
what?
the
To
final
die? I mean, that's completely counterproductive. I'm bored. It's been like 2 days. I'm going to go back and die with my family when I don't have any assistance. Why is your family not with you?
But after a few steps, Renato's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Renato dare use the Skyripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies. Even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies, some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler. No. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least, he was sure of.
Yeah, I mean, you already know one of them is an... I mean, you know this. It's kind of the whole point of the little time warp.
When Renato went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous.
Well, just give me Heelys there. Getting closer and closer. 4 more ore, and I need... What's that? Bar fight! Yeah!
He tried to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calaveras would help. He would make Renato feel better about using the Skyripper. And then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
Yeah, that sounds ominous. I just want to send him to another dimension. Let's try it this way.
I wish there were more pylons he could use the hook on. He really needed to construct additional pylons.
I feel that's a reference to something. Like that Godzilla game or something like that. Yeah, nope.
Renato had learned so much.
Whee!
It was time to turn it into something he could use.
Yeah. No, need energy. Whee! Boop, boop. Everything's unstable. Oh, whack, 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 whack. Whack. Whack.
Renato felt a little better.
Only a little, because he has constantly getting shitty energy that he can't use. Well, maybe if the pots would give more healing items, Ronaldo wouldn't have to destroy the China shop. I've been here before, so now we're reusing assets already. A lot, because I thought I was already at the last place. But still running across the same problem. I can't tell. Yeah, I've definitely been here before. Ice store, damn it! Let me at the ice store. Ooh, can I? Can I? Yes, I can. Yeah.
Only he had some way to break the ice, or convince it he was a friend.
Yeah, I already have a way to break the ice. Bye. Beady, 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 beady. Whee! Whee! Definitely should not get sick on railless, guardrailless thingies. Oh, another one. Okay, so this I should have. Oh dear. Blah 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 blah. Father. Yep. That meant something.
What
Okay.
was the point of this gate? Did they think no one would notice the lever?
Yeah. Okay, let me. Alright, I'm hitting my button.
Who are these
Uh-oh.
guys? They seem to make everyone else harder to kill.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm.
Hey, I'm a firefighter. Lord Bernardo.
Still around? Oh, wait. Woo! Haha! Yes. Ah, awesome.
Some way to break the ice with this wall, so to speak.
Oh, for God's sakes, I already have the sword that can do it. Just switch to it automatically. Ooh, big juicy edition. Mine. Ooh. Shield breaker, yes! Yeah! Treasure hunter, yeah! Now we're talking. Goody goodies. My theory was right, the big red chest has big goodies in them. Hit. This. Thank you. Now, put the wall back up. Yay.
The rebels were counting on Ronaldo. He hoped Calaveras knew what he was doing.
At least heal me before stages, between stages.
Yeah. It was good to practice your moves, thought Ronaldo. Keeps you limber.
Just in case I ever have to show my moves to some racer. Alright, there's a leveling station. Yeah. Alright, I need a weapon station. I can equip these. Dash will do better once I get more stamina. Graham. Yo, frog!
Calaveras had never let him down.
Wasn't the same with the rabbit?
But when Ronaldo explained about the strings,
Calaveras grew thoughtful.
oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 120 chance you'll destroy the universe. That's pretty good odds.
That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716 in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
Yeah, no, that's not right. Each time you use it... Okay, look, just don't use it ever.
All right, I guess. As he sailed away from the mountains, Bernardo could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees.
This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Skyripper? Could he gamble the universe? On the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21 sixes in a row?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, the question is, are we working off actual gambling or working off Borderlands style loot drop box, WoW style like rolls? Because I mean, it's WoW and Borderlands. Trust me, we got no worries about rolling the rares.
They'd been thinking he would bring the Skyripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Skyripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right? He wasn't sure that it was right. So he didn't fire the Skyripper. He just brought it along, in case.
Which ending I'm heading toward right now. Current objective, use the Skyripper on the Emperor. I thought I wasn't using the Skyripper on the Emperor. Am I using it or not? Whee! Yeah, that's why I'm holding off on baiting up, because I'm seeing way too many of these. I need the damn sword. Boop, boop, boop.
The portal was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want him to go.
I need 6 more Witness Essence, and I'll have one thing. And 1 more doors are becoming unlocked for me. That's...
Alas, they had to bury him in a bucket. Actually, several buckets.
Yeah, it's not really what I tried to do, game, but whatever. That's fine. Fuck you.
What else could you hook?
Have fun, bye!
Done beautifully. Who was a bard when he needed one?
Dead, probably. Yeah, sorry, I just kept using the damn thing if I would have destroyed the universe, so that's probably the bottom path.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Yay! Ain't that heavy. Interesting.
If they didn't want their things broken, They really ought to make them stronger.
Yeah, that was the explosion guy. Haha. I really need that vorpal sword. Okay. Next thing I need to go back instead of activating that. Oh no, you come right back. You come right back here, bitch. Because I went this exact path last time too. But I probably will end up on the one chick ship because that's.
Interrupted story time. Of course, the lead raven. And we'll never find out how it ended.
No, no. Yeah, you really do better. Why would I ever prioritize the fuck? Fuck you, prick.
Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because he'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand,
I thought he listened to his heart.
28 chances to win, but one of them would destroy the universe.
4 more.
It seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Skyripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work.
I mean, I have a real weapon. Or is that what you mean? Boop. Food. Food. Oh no, you don't. Nope. Bye.
Bernardo felt
Power up.
ready to blossom within him, or something.
Ah. Whee. Or am I to fight the cat bitch? Ugh. Okay, but this way is the cat chick's ship. Isn't it? Yeah, you got no one to power up. You're kind of useless, pal.
He set up the Skyripper and let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to.
It's like a small Death Star. Awesome.
Daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the odds. Good. Because there's a real chance
Yeah,
to destroy
and
the universe.
yeah, there's a real chance I
It's
just.
not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No. Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class? Now surrender, or I'll use it.
Just once, he said.
Don't. He felt sure the odds were with him. You have to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Skyripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames.
Hey, I cut a string! Damn!
It was awesome. Then he noticed there was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind
Okay, so we're working off of
gliding.
bullshit.
It grew larger.
You know what? I feel fine. I feel justified!
And the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds? Thought Reynardo. And then everything fell into the hole and was gone.
I still feel
Reynardo
justified.
stared at the book. He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar.
What kind of
Had he
hero are you?
lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all.
Hey.
And he'd lost again.
Skyripper's...
Hated
Alright,
that.
so the Skyripper's unstable.
But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing you
No,
different
the
ways he could die
trick here is to
miserably.
find out how to...
Thanks a bunch, book, he thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly. But that meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point? And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and the clouds parted over the Isle of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely.
Which raises the question.
A temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Skyripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals.
Iblis Stone.
Could this be where the Iblis Stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Reynardo. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Reynardo really leave an old friend?
Yes, because he's not a friend. He betrays you and shoots you in the back. So, off to the Iblis Stone.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters.
With
The Iblis
poor
Stone.
postures.
It sounded
What's with the
ominous.
butt sticking out? I don't get it.
Sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Reynardo went ostrich hunting. Every child could sing verses about the Skyripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls.
That sounds
A ruby that
ominous.
drank blood. A jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden.
Ooh,
in the
getting closer and
buried
closer.
temple. Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now. Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
Am I going the right way? Alright, so...
A sword, a crafting bench, and loads of materials.
Getting close. Yeah, I'm still holding off on that. Oh, the other weapons. Nah, I'm holding off. I'm 3 away. I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm now 2 away.
Collecting more materials. It was time to make something pointy.
Oh, bullshit there isn't. I've almost got a void sword. Or Vorpal Sword, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, that is the right way. Boop, boop, boop. I can open any door, and that'll be really useful.
The air here tasted bitter.
Blech.
The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last.
Boop. Yeah, nope. Bye. Ow.
The ravens were already
Imperfect.
here,
Huh.
clawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. And he hadn't come too late.
What are the imperfects football about? It's because I got hit? Yeah, health. Okay, Yeah, 2 truth. Let's see what we got here. Inflict damage hooks. Time mastery. Ooh, that could be useful.
This was way better than being able to shrink down to the size of an ant. What was that all about, anyway?
Oh, but, okay. Well, next time show him on... Is it a grunt in a can? What? Ha! What the imperfect is? Because I got hit? What's this? Boop, 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 boop. Whack, whack. I definitely want the ability to heal with my sword as soon as I can get it. That's an ice door, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, getting so close.
Ice walls
Yeah.
only let you through if they
Fuck
knew
yeah.
you were cool.
Oh yeah. I'm cool. I'm always cool. Yeah. It's like a Dark Souls game. Ooh, what's this? Find the stone. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm sure it's not important. Whee!
A road less traveled. This could be fun. If it wasn't fatal, that is.
Boop. Ow.
Just trying to
teach you.
Have fun over there, guys. Bye! Again, the first hit actually acts as an explosion, like a hit, so that... Have fun, bye! The kind of the problem about the blade dash is... Bye! Yeah. Damage. Like, damn it, damage. It takes away my little perfect. Have fun over there, bye! The game's getting kind of twitchy about whenever I try to do the hold to grab them, and it's just not doing it. One of those like little pauses that are happening. Let's see here. Ooh, do you know something I don't know?
What?
Yes!
Bernardo had opened the chest, and Jack in the Box jumped out. Jack in the Boxes, they gave him the Wiggins.
Yes. Interesting. My shield breaks better. Nice. Ah, oh yeah. Yeah, I
How
guess.
could a temple to Iblis still even exist? The transcendent emperor had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them. Had it been buried in a
Interesting.
long-ago battle?
That's an
Or had
imagery for
Iblis foreseen his
the
fate and hidden it from
the
his enemy?
character from Omen Sight, their second game. Level, let's see here. Foo. Oh. Heck yeah. I get high combos quite often. Oh god.
Thought Renato?
Oh, not that obese. The problem is I don't know which way is the way. Ow, 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 ow. So one way. Let's check the other way. Oh, come on! So what are the super magical Invisa dashes? I can't dash. I don't dash through traps. Oh, yes! Gimme.
Ah, the road less traveled, thought Renato. How intriguing.
Now let's first go down here. Goodies, 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 goodies. Goodies. Have fun with that. Sorcerer! Woo! Yeah.
Not everyone knew how to use magical gems. Of course, not everyone had magical gem gauntlets like he did.
Which still raises some questions, but... Interesting. So that must be the alternate path. You don't have the swords to get here. Boop, 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 boop. Now, the question is, I come back to these places and access these special zones, are they going to be Oh, come on! They weren't even...
The Ravens at least could not get past this point.
Why?
Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders. He wasn't that good. Yet.
Yeah, I haven't killed nearly as many people as this Lara Croft does. And it's mercilessly. I at least have a conscience. Boop.
That was always a rush.
Probably could have easily made that without that, but Stone! Goody, mine.
It was a stone of the purest
Oh,
black.
this is obviously good.
It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that?
Voldemort?
It was the stone. Eager, thirsty.
Oh god, it's Voldemort. I found a Horcrux. What the hell?
Seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
Ah. Interesting. Huh, this is a kind of a hard choice. Both seem really bad. I'm not gonna lie, both seem really wrong. But this thing is very evil.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Skyripper.
Yeah.
A weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
Let's see what happens when I fuck with this thing.
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia. Whisper.
Something's up. Stop warping into the... Why do you keep warping into the... Learn how to prioritize better, game. I'm not even aiming in that direction. So what's getting annoying is I'm completely aiming in a completely different direction. You know, questionable where this could go.
He sensed the jewel's power. He had a feeling they were going to be great friends.
Okay, this thing doesn't like this. I wonder if this is like a yin and yang thing. So one thing is that one thing, the core was unstable. See, my character seemed to come.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Poke.
Maybe I should follow my nose, thought Bernardo.
Like Toucan Sam. And then I'll find a bowl of Fruit Loops. Ow.
You almost never saw wild
Pally and
goblins together
Toe
like this.
to just.
The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. These had to be imperial gobblers. That meant ravens were up ahead.
What goggles? You mean the eyeballs?
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
Yeah, but not nearly as fancy. Yeah, when I just launch myself to other people, that's definitely far superior. And a boop. Stick it in the thing.
There was blood on this one, so it hadn't saved its owner.
And heals. Wait. I wonder what the Vorpal Sword does. The Void Sword, or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, it's the way I could have gone.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." "Are you afraid of it?" "No, don't be ridiculous." It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you so much as carry it, and if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went on with
The scripture did mention not to listen to the voice. Remember that? There's actually a note about that, not to listen to the voice. Which probably means it might be this thing. Definitely is afraid of it. Oh. But does that mean it can make it
Well,
stable?
it really needed to redecorate anyway.
Wee. Point. He's just gonna stand there. Ah. Whee. Elemental resistance. Bling Master. Yeah, I got bling. See, I know how to switch swords for this one.
puzzle. You couldn't expect a transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Not much of a puzzle, it's just move a couple switches. If Voldemort doesn't like what I'm trying to shell out to him, so... Whoop. So obviously if Voldemort doesn't like it here... Choppy, 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 choppy. Haha!
It was all
Level up!
back to it.
Aw, come
What
on!
do you remember next?
Oh, better sword foo. Like be able to instantly kill people. See, this has to have a coordination
As he
to.
approached the core, the stone became hysterical.
Why?
He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Ronaldo came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis Stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. I can't hear you, he sang out. And
Interesting.
hello? It didn't answer. Ha, he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to
Interesting.
attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first.
Yeah.
How wise was he? As
Yeah.
the Starfarer made its way toward the Nexus, Bernardo watched sparks fly out of the core. The Iblis Stone sucked them in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Bernardo. Well, the scientists would explain it all. This time, Bernardo was sure he'd figured out how to use the core safely.
Okay. Now, which ending does this go to, though? Because this one is where the core is not unstable anymore. It's probably more of the Iblis Stone ending.
See? He'd trusted his gut, and it had worked out. That's what it meant to be a hero. To ignore the naysayers and the odd-makers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing. Well, he wasn't worried. Once he got to the observatory, the scientist toads could explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy them all. Oh dear, he was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Yeah, so we'll have to figure that out here. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop for the day. Make sure to favorite, like, and subscribe. You'll have a nice day.